Hello students, welcome again to Paramount Public School. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, language processors for class 6th, chapter 1st, and the book name is Alpha. Now about the introduction, we may say that, for example, if you are going to visit any place or a country where you don't know what language the pupils are using there, where you don't know about their language, then how can you interact with them? For example, if some person only knows Hindi language and a person in front of him only knows Tamil language or some other language rather than Hindi, then how can they share the information and interact with each other? The solution for this problem is translator. A translator is a person who can understand both languages and translate them to both of the person in their respective language. Same in the case of computer program. The computer processor understand only the machine code. So they need a language processor which act as an intermediate between a program code and a machine code. See, a person or a user can write a program, then a language processor can convert that program or translate that program into a machine code. A machine code is also known as object code, which is understood by computer, and computer came to know that what output does a user need. Now, types of language processor or translators. There are mainly three types of translators or language processors: assembler, compiler, and interpreter. Assembler. Assembler can convert the code written in assembly language. We can say that the code written in mnemonic codes into machine code or computer understandable code. Assembler can convert the mnemonic code to the low level language, because assembler is only used for low level language. It comes in first generation programming language, as I already discussed in previous slide. So assembler can convert the assembly language to object code or a machine code. See the example. If I write start, this means start. So assembler convert that start to machine code and computer understand that it has to start the program. These mnemonic codes are understandable by human beings also. See, end means to end the program. Now next is compiler. What the compiler does, compiler convert the high level language to the machine code. High level languages I have already told in previous slide: C, C++, Java, all these are high level languages. So the compiler is used to convert high level language to machine code. And also when compiler translate the high level language to the machine code, then it's able to take the data also. We can give or we can insert the data during the compilation. See, compiler can convert a high level language to low level language, because a compiler create a code which is machine dependent. As I have already told you in the previous slide of languages, generation of languages, that what is machine dependent and what is machine independent. Machine dependent means which the code which we cannot copy from one computer to another computer. We have to create a new code for other computer. And machine independent means that we only create a code in one computer, copy that code, and you can use it in another computer also. So during the compilation, the compiler can find the errors and execute the program, and after the removal of errors, we can again recompile the program, and the program is wholly executed and the output is shown on the screen. The compiler belongs to third generation language, as I've already told in the previous slides. For example, these are some examples of compiler. These are different type of compilers: Borland, Turbo C, Turbo C++. These all are the types of compilers. Now the other one is interpreter. The working of compiler and interpreters is almost the same, but there is a little bit difference between them. Interpreter can convert the high level language to the machine code, but during the conversion the data is automatically inserts. It takes data after every line. Means the interpreter can converts the high level language to machine code line by line. It translates the program line by line, but in compiler it translates the whole program and gives the output. But interpreter, what does interpreter does? It translates not the whole program, it translates each line by line. It convert each line, give output, another line, give output. And if an interpreter find error in any line, it stops, and when we remove that error, it again start converting and translating the program line by line. That's why after each line it takes data. But compiler convert the whole program, gives the error of the whole program, and takes data after the execution. See, I have also given the example for interpreter Java Virtual Machine JVM. This is an interpreter which we can use in JavaScript, a language which is high level language. So that's all for the language processors. And if you have any problem regarding the generation of programming languages or language processors, you can revert back, write your questions, and we will revert back to you. Okay, students, thank you so much.